my YouTube channel. My name is Daniela, and if you're new here, I make upcycling videos, outfits from scratch, and some basic tutorials for sewing. In this video, we will be seeing the stitching part of this high neck dress. Please make sure that you watch the cutting video before you continue with this video. I will add the link of the cutting part in the description box below. Also, it will pop up here, so don't forget to watch it. Also, if you're new here, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel for more videos. Now, without any further delay, let's get into the video. Once you have cut it, you have to stitch these three sides. Okay, this one you will keep open because you have to flip it to the right side. So, stitch on the three sides and keep this part open. This is how it will look like once you have stitched it. I'll cut the excess fabric at the corners so that I will get a clean finishing when I'll flip it. After that, you have to go ahead and flip it to the right side. So this is how your waistband will look like once you have stitched it and flip it to the right side. Now keep this aside, we'll move on to the bodice. Now this is the front side and this is the back side. I will only work with the main pieces now. I will keep the lining aside and I will keep them like this. Basically, this is how they will be connected. Now for stitching, I will flip it to the right side. So basically right sides facing each other, and then I will go ahead and pin it. Only the shoulder part, okay? You have to go ahead and stitch the shoulder part. Do the same thing for the lining fabric as well. Once you have done this, you have to keep your lining fabric and your main fabric right sides facing each other. You can see how am I keeping it. You have to do the same thing. And then you have to go ahead and pin the neckline as well as the armholes. Once you have pinned it, it will look like this. And then just go ahead and stitch it. After stitching, you have to add the notches. So add the notches and then you have to flip it to the right side. For that, you can see we have this small gap in the shoulder. From that gap, you have to take out the back side. So see how am I doing it? I will go on the right side and then from the front side, I will try to pull the back side. You can see how am I doing it? If you have a very smaller gap, it will be very difficult. So keep at least 1 inch of a gap. I had kept half-inch gap and that's why it was very difficult for me to take it out. But I finally succeeded. And so keep some gap in your shoulder for easy flipping on the right side. So this is how it looks once you have flipped it to the right side. Okay. Now we will go ahead and attach the bottom part to it. So this is my front bodice and I will attach the bottom part to the front bodice, okay? So I will just have to flip it to the right sides. So right sides are facing each other. And then I will go ahead and stitch it. Once you have stitched it, it will look like this. So now I will go ahead and trace the darts. But yeah, go ahead and trace your darts by keeping your pattern on the bodice. And also trace them on the other side as well by keeping your fabric like this and tap. Once you have added the darts, it will look like this. For the back, it's a little different. You have to stitch the main fabric with the main fabric first and then the lining fabric with the lining fabric. Okay, we have to do this if you want a proper finishing in your zip. So I will keep the right sides of the main fabric of the bodice with the right sides of the main fabric of the bottom skirt. And then I will go ahead and pin it. Do the same thing for the lining fabric as well. You can see the wrong side of my lining fabric is facing the wrong side of my main fabric. Once you have stitched it, it will look like this. And then you have to go ahead and attach a zip. I have created a separate video about how to attach invisible zip. I will add the link of that video in the description box below and also it will pop up here. So you can see I have attached the invisible zip. Now I will flip my lining fabric on the right sides. So the lining fabric and the main fabric right sides are facing each other, and I will go ahead and stitch it on the corners. So go ahead and pin it till the zip ends. Now once you have stitched it, when you will flip it on the right side, it will look like this. You can see how beautiful it looks. Then we will move ahead with the back darts. So you have to do the same thing. You have to trace the back darts using the pattern that you have created. And for the bottom part, you can take the length till 3 or 4 inches. And then you know how to draw the darts, which is covered in the basic bodice tutorial, which will also pop up here, and the link will be present in the description box below. So draw the darts and then go ahead and stitch them. Once you have stitched it, it will look like this. Now we need to go ahead and add the waistband. So I have kept the waistband in such a way that where my bodice ends, that's where my waistband also ends. And then I will keep the right sides of the front fabric and the right sides of the back facing each other, and then pin it, take it to the sewing machine and stitch it. Now the only thing that is remaining is the finishing of the bottom part, for which I am just going to twist it twice, fold it twice, and then pin it, take it to the sewing machine and stitch it. You can also use the rolled hem foot if you want, but I am just going to fold it twice and hem it. And that's it, your dress is ready.